Hi guys, it's Chris here from Tech Tablets with a new unboxing today. It's the Chewy Vi8 Ultimate Edition. They've just released a new revised one that comes in white and it has a slightly faster CPU. Which you can see on here in the box now that they've listed here. So it's got the Atom Z3736F. So that clocks up to 2.16 gigahertz. Much faster, well, a little faster actually, than the 1.8 gigahertz Atom Z3735F that's in the original Chewy Vi8 model. So just have a look in their box here. They have also changed the design of the tablet a little bit. It's still, of course, 8 inches. We still have the same 1280 by 800 screen, but it's in white now. There is a white model of the Vi8, I do think, but I haven't actually seen many of them listed for sale. But they have changed it now. They've put this metal strip around the outside here, so it's very similar to the Chewy Vi10 styling. And you can see here on the right we have the power on button, volume up and down rocker, and this is a micro SD card slot. And the back side of the tablet here we have a 2 megapixel camera. Don't know whether that's coming out in the actual video here, but it's a matte material. It has kind of like a roughed up sort of a matte pattern to it here, which could or could not attract dirt and grime and dust and whatnot after a while. The speaker here is just mono again, but hopefully this is not the same speaker they used in the original Vi8, because that speaker was horrible. It was not very good at all. And on the bottom, nothing but a microphone port there. And the metal trim goes around on the left side too. On the top we have micro USB. This also doubles as an OTG port, so you can plug in an adapter from micro USB to normal size USB port there. 3.5mm jack. I will test that out and make sure that hopefully there's no static or noise over that. And you might have noticed that it's missing an HDMI port. There's no HDMI, micro HDMI output there. Probably comes at the cost of getting the faster CPU. They decided that they had to drop something in order to keep the costs down maybe. This costs around 90 to 100 US, so it's quite a cheap tablet. I got this one here from geekbuying.com. So have a look if you are interested. I'll put a link in the description. We do have this captive Windows button at the front and a 2 megapixel camera. This should be a 2 megapixel camera. I hope it is. I think it's been upgraded from the 0.3 that we had on the original Chewy, which was, to be honest, hopeless. It was just a washed out, completely useless camera really. It was only, not even passable really for Skype and whatnot, video chat. It was just really blurred and horrible. And here we have up here, obviously one of these is going to be a status LED behind this when you are charging it, and the other one would be an ambient sensor there, light sensor that would adjust the screen, probably an Android. So here we have the Chewy power supply, comes all nicely packaged up like this. Let's have a look and see what that is rated to. It should be the usual 5 volts and 2 amps. And you know what, it is marked on the side, so we have, yes, 2 amps, 5 volts there. And they have included Geek Buying here an adapter for me because I am in Europe, so they've given me a US to Europe plug adapter there. So if you're buying from the US, of course you don't need any of that. You can just put that straight into your wall plug, into your socket there, without any issues. The rest of the stuff we have in here, another little box here that's going to contain the cable here, so that's micro USB to USB cable. And you can see that. A white matching cable for the tablet's color. Good to see they just didn't reuse any old black ones. And inside here we have the usual instructions and whatnot, all in Chinese of course, so this is just some sort of QA. It's past their quality control there. Guarantees. Lots of other stuff that I don't understand any of, because that's all in Chinese there. So now I'm just going to get the scales out now and weigh the tablet and see how much it weighs. So I'll just get the scales in here now and have a look. Okay, so 352 grams, it's quite light, it's not bad at all. It means what you kind of expect for an 8-inch tablet, so not bad at all. Now I'll just use my gauge quickly and have a look and see how thick the tablet is. Just go from the middle here, and it's coming in around just about 9 millimeters, so almost 10 millimeters. There is the thickness of the tablet there. So, you know, it's not the slimmest device in the world, but it could be chunkier. It's not too bad at all there. So I'm just going to fire the thing up now, and hopefully it's going to power on or has battery life, and at least enough for me to turn it on. Often what happens is sometimes when in transit they power themselves on and you end up with a completely used up battery. Okay, so it's actually going straight into Windows here. Be interesting to see if it's been put in English there for me. It looks like it has actually, so we go welcome. Straight away it's asking me to activate Windows, which is interesting there. Go to PC settings. I'll have to get online and do that later. But I will have another video up later on, and I'll just be testing out everything. I'll benchmark the tablet, see how much faster it is than the original Chewy VI8. I'll also check out the eMMC drive speed, cameras as well, just to make sure and see if that is improved or not. And a quick look here at Windows. You can see that the screen is, obviously you can see that gap there, you can see it's not laminated. So there is a gap there. It's just like the original VI8. So it looks to be using the exact same panel there. And just turn the brightness down. So that's maximum brightness there. I will also test out the brightness when I do a full written review of this tablet, which will be up within probably about a week or 10 days or so. I'll have a review up, cover all the aspects of the tablet here. And the Windows button there is working. I'm just going to quickly switch over now to Android and see how long that's going to take it. Now I was waiting on the HI8, which is very similar to this model, but it has a high resolution screen. It has a 920 by 1200 screen, so a lot higher resolution there, which should be much sharper. Although there's nothing really wrong with 1280 by 800 and this kind of factor here, form factor of 8 inches, it still looks to me sharp enough. I was hoping to have that tablet, but I'll hopefully have that within a week or so, so I can compare that to this one here. So it's booting into Android here. Let's have a look and see if that ROM does seem to be set okay. The DPI, it's hard to really tell whether it's a little bit more blurry than Windows or not, but you can see that Play Store is there, and I will later have an Android hands-on video too. If you are interested, then make sure you just keep an eye out for those up and coming videos. So I'll fully test out Android, make sure that the Play Store is at least working, but so far you can see that it's a very light ROM. There is only one bloatware application, and that is just that little Chewy one here, which is Chewy's own personal store there. That you can't remove until you get actual root access on this. So I'll very quickly now just go into the settings here and just have a look at the Android version, which would be and is Android 4.4.4, so that's KitKat. And the brightness should have an automatic setting here, which it does, auto, so that will use the setting. Now I've just selected that, it's going to automatically adjust there. So if you're keen to see the Antutu score of this tablet, what it gets now with that slightly faster CPU in there, and some gaming and whatnot demonstrated on the tablet, then do keep an eye out. As I said, I'll have more up and coming videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.